High blood pressure is often called the silent killer because many people feel completely normal while damage is happening quietly within their bodies. After the age of 60, the primary danger is not simply the specific number appearing on your home monitor. The real concern is what high blood pressure can slowly and methodically do to your heart, your brain, your kidneys, your eyes, and your entire network of blood vessels. The CDC notes that high blood pressure often has no obvious signs or symptoms, which is exactly why regular checking matters so much for long-term health. Today, we are going to break down the warning signals your body might be sending you. Stay tuned because sign number 6 is frequently mistaken for just getting older, and sign number 7 is the one that should never be ignored under any circumstances. This video is not intended to provide a medical diagnosis or replace professional advice. It is here to help you notice warning patterns early so you know exactly when to check your blood pressure and when to call a professional doctor. There is one key rule you must remember. If your blood pressure reading is around 180 over 120 or higher, especially if it is accompanied by chest pain, shortness of breath, sudden weakness, vision changes, or trouble speaking, it can be a major medical emergency. The American Heart Association strongly advises calling emergency services immediately in that specific situation. Understanding these high blood pressure signs is about safety and proactive care for yourself or your loved ones who are navigating their senior years. Sign number 1 is morning head pressure or unusual headaches. While high blood pressure usually does not cause obvious or traditional headaches, some people notice a distinct pressure-like sensation when their blood pressure is very high or fluctuating rapidly. You might notice a dull, heavy head pressure immediately after waking up that seems to fade as the day progresses. These are not your typical tension headaches. They often feel different from what you are used to. If you experience a headache paired with dizziness, sudden vision changes, or a sense of confusion, it serves as a much bigger red flag. The practical advice here is simple. Do not guess what is happening. Check your blood pressure the moment the symptom occurs. Write down the exact reading, the time of day, and what activity you were doing. But the next sign is even easier to dismiss because most people simply blame it on their age. Sign number 2 is shortness of breath during simple, everyday tasks. Feeling winded after walking across a small room, climbing just a few stairs, or performing light household chores may be directly linked to excessive strain on the heart or the blood vessels. Let's make this relatable. Maybe you used to carry bags of groceries into the house easily, but now you find yourself stopping halfway to catch your breath and telling yourself, I am just getting older. While that might be partially true, it may also be a critical signal worth checking. When the heart has to pump against high pressure, it can become less efficient. Track exactly when this happens, whether it is while walking, lying flat down, or after eating a large meal. Remember, shortness of breath combined with chest pain, fainting, or severe weakness needs urgent medical help immediately. Sign number 3 involves blurry vision or sudden vision changes. High blood pressure can significantly affect the tiny, delicate blood vessels located in your eyes. The CDC notes that uncontrolled hypertension symptoms can cause lasting problems for the eyes, brain, kidneys, and heart. You might notice occasional blurry vision, seeing strange spots or floaters, or having sudden trouble focusing on objects that were clear just yesterday. These are not always just a need for a new glasses prescription. Sudden vision changes are a major indicator that your vascular system is under stress. Do not treat these changes like a normal part of the aging process. If your vision shifts suddenly, check your blood pressure and contact a healthcare provider to rule out hypertensive retinopathy. Now, sign number 4 is one that many seniors never actually connect to their blood pressure. Sign number 4 is dizziness, lightheadedness, or sudden balance changes. We must explain this carefully. Dizziness does not always mean you have high blood pressure. It can frequently stem from dehydration, inner ear issues, low blood sugar, side effects from other medications, or even low blood pressure. However, it becomes a serious concern when it happens in conjunction with the high blood pressure readings, physical weakness, confusion, or trouble speaking. If you find yourself reaching for a wall to steady yourself more often than usual, pay attention. Do not ignore repeated bouts of dizziness after age 60. Record the pattern of when these dizzy spells occur and review your full medication list with a doctor to see if your blood pressure levels are the underlying culprit. Sign number 5 is chest tightness, pounding, or an unusual awareness of your heartbeat. Some people describe feeling a rhythmic pounding sensation in their chest, neck, or even their head when their blood pressure is elevated, though many people feel nothing at all. You might experience a sensation of chest pressure, a racing heartbeat, or feel your pulse very strongly while you are simply resting in a chair. New discomfort during physical activity is also a significant warning. The American Heart Association lists chest pain, shortness of breath, and numbness as emergency warning symptoms when blood pressure is above 180/120. If you feel a strong pounding in your ears or chest combined with sweating or pain spreading to your arm, back, or jaw, treat it as an urgent medical situation and seek help. Sign number 6 is unusual fatigue or a significant reduction in your daily stamina. This is the section most often mistaken for the natural aging process. Many people after 60 say, "I'm just slowing down," or "I'm losing my edge." But if your energy levels drop suddenly, or if daily activities feel substantially harder than they did just a month ago, it may be your body asking for help. This fatigue can be connected to the extra strain high blood pressure puts on your heart, or it could be a side effect of poor sleep or medication issues. Always compare your current energy to your own personal baseline, not to how you felt when you were 20. Ask yourself, could I do this activity 3 months ago? If the answer is yes, but now you can't, it is time to investigate. Speech problems, weakness, numbness, or bewilderment are sign number 7. The most serious sign requires immediate action. If they come suddenly, these may indicate a stroke or hypertensive crises. You may have abrupt weakness on one side, numbness in your extremities, slurred speech, or the worst headache of your life. Cleveland Clinic says 180/120 blood pressure with these symptoms demands emergency attention. Do not await its passage. Avoid sleeping it off. Such symptoms suggest that excessive pressure is impairing brain function. Emergency medical help is needed to avoid irreparable injury. The worst thing with high blood pressure is that you may not have any symptoms. It's the silent killer. Because of this, you can feel great while damaging your arteries. The American Heart Association stresses that high blood pressure rarely causes symptoms and can slowly damage blood arteries. This makes practicality your best defense. Use a validated home cuff to check your blood pressure regularly. For accurate measurements, take 2 readings 1 minute apart. Measure daily at the same time, such as morning and evening. Sit quietly for 5 minutes before checking, and keep a simple number journal for your next doctor's appointment. This week's house checklist is practical. First, take your blood pressure at home or the pharmacy. Record your morning and nightly readings for 5 days. After salty meals, stress, poor sleep, or medication missed, your numbers may rise. Discuss a plan with your doctor if your readings keep rising. Don't check because you're worried or anxious. Check because catching these trends early offers you more power over your future. Knowing your numbers is the first step to aging well and independently. Small, subtle lifestyle changes can improve cardiovascular health too. Reducing salt intake, walking often if safe, and getting better sleep can naturally lower your numbers. Taking prescribed medications consistently is also important. Instead, than offering a life overhaul, focus on minor triggers you can control. Lifestyle adjustments benefit many people, but some need medication due to heredity or other circumstances, which is not a failure. It's just another tool to maintain your heart and brain healthy for years. Avoid panicking over small symptoms like headaches beyond 60. Stop ignoring your body's habitual patterns. Before we continue, today's video is supported by Advanced Memory Formula from Advanced Bionutritionals. If you've been feeling more forgetful, distracted, or mentally foggy as you age, this formula is designed to support memory, focus, and long-term brain health with ingredients like bacopa, ginkgo biloba, blueberry, and alpha-GPC. It's also backed by a 90-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it with less risk. Results can vary, and it's not meant to diagnose or treat any condition, but if you want to support sharper thinking as you get older, check the link in the description. High blood pressure indications are subtle, but you can spot them. Staying alert and checking your readings is the best way to avoid emergencies. If you found this information helpful, please watch our following video about cardiac warning symptoms before an emergency. Leave a comment on which sign surprised you most. Could it be weariness, eyesight changes, or shortness of breath? Be proactive, informed, and heart healthy.